Okay, I'm going to come clean and tell you all the truth. I died about, I don't know, 25-ish years ago. I mean, really died, not like a near-death experience. I mean, a real death experience, and went to heaven and stayed in my body. Going to heaven actually means learning the inner truths of Torah. I could even prove that. The word for heaven in Hebrew is Shamim, which is equal to 950. That also happens to be the name Shlomo HaMelech, which is King Solomon. It is also Sfarim, which means two things, both books, and Sfarim are also frontiers. When I died, and I had I went way beyond what the people who who described near-death experience. I went like all the way. That's when I began to learn the inner Torah, and much to my surprise, I stayed in my body. Most people think that you have to leave your body when you die. That's actually not. That's not the highest level of dying. It's not the most desirable way to die. This is what the world looks like when you die and go to heaven and stay in your body. You both learn the inner truths of Torah. That's the only heaven that there is learning the inner truths of Torah. Shamayim, heaven, is Sfarim, is learning the inner books, learning the inner truths of Torah, and Sfarim in the meaning of frontiers, meaning that Hashem actually keeps the person in their body, and they keep eternally going from one frontier to another. It's an eternal journey. When we die properly, in accordance with Torah, that's what happens. We both learn in what's called Yeshiva Shel Mala, which is the high academy of learning. We learn together with all of the other people who have attained that level, from Adam Cardamone down through all of the generations. We learn with the prophets, we learned with the judges in their presence and from them directly. And also, if we remain in our body, which is the most desirable kind of death, we also remain in the physical world, which is actually the highest heaven and God's highest accomplishment. If we do, this is what the world looks like. I've been showing people the continual, constant perfection of the way the world is lining up around me, so that you can see that what I'm saying is true. In other words, a person can make a claim, but I've been showing you these videos to show you that, yes, I live in a world of ongoing perfection, even as everything else is going pretty much belly up on what most people's experience of Earth is. So this is a person's reward for having learned Torah correctly and doing that which is written in Torah correctly, understanding it correctly, and doing it correctly. We do not leave our bodies. We become immortal. And reality looks like this. Every other description of going to heaven is by those who have not experienced it, and what they're talking from is their imagination and not the benefit of their actual experience.